Avocado plate.
Dude, I want to hold that fucking baby. I want that baby right here. Right here in my fucking lap.
I love holding babies.
Me too. I want it right here.
Yep.
Just want to hold that little motherfucker.
God.
Fucking lap.
God, Skylar, watch your mouth around, baby.
Her sweet admission left me feeling in position. I don't take these things so personal anymore. I don't think it's irreversible anymore. Somebody hooted and they hollered, can I buy your bow? Don't let her catch you in the act of clawing.
What's up, America? It's your man, Jake Summers. And I'm joined with Skylar Powdermaker, as always. And we're here to wrap up an awesome weekend with a awesome podcast. It's been a pretty kick-ass weekend. Got a lot of shit done. Celebrated our friend Brooke's birthday. She turned 21. We took her out to 6th Street. We saw some crazy shit. Skylar tackled a guy trying to break into his bar. It's a fucking crazy-ass night. And we decided what's the best way to wrap up a cool weekend than with a killer podcast. So that's what we're here. That's what we're going to be doing. So welcome to that. What's up, Sky?
Welcome, y'all.
So Sky.
Oh, man.
Oh, I got you. Don't worry.
I'm the worst.
So we're, before we started recording, we were talking a little bit about Trump. We were having a good conversation. So let's keep that going. In the news recently, he signed a few executive orders within just his first week of being in office, and even some of the hardcore, I have some friends that during the election they were hardcore Trump, man. They were I mean, you were one of them who was you weren't hardcore Trump, but you were I don't hate the guy, and you definitely were looking at it unbiasedly, and you pour me up a little? Not as much as you. That's good.
Yeah.
But I had to, hold on, wait, let me make this point. I had a lot of pro-Trump fans, and already they're kind of whoa, I expected him to do a lot of shit, but I didn't think he'd be doing it this fast, you know? They're damn, he's already trying to build this wall and shit. It's crazy. And this new executive order, he took out the head of the NSC, and he put in Steve Bannon, whatever the fuck his name is. Made him the head of the National Security Conference, dude. It's crazy.
It is crazy, man.
It kind of makes me nervous. Do you think he's gonna do shit for the betterment of the country? Where do you think weed is gonna be in the next 4 years? At the end of his first presidential term, will weed still be illegal?
I don't think it's going to be taking any steps forward. I don't think he's ever really addressed it, though. No, I've never really heard his stance on it. I'm sure he's addressed it, but I've never really processed his stance on the subject.
Well, what he said, he said a lot of shit. There was a time before he was elected that he stated publicly that he didn't think it should be illegal. That the war on crime has completely failed, blah, 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 blah. But now that he's been elected, he's made public statements saying that he thinks he's going to keep it up to the states, you know? So Colorado chooses the right, okay, we want to have our weed, we'll make it legal here. But then Texas and Oklahoma, there's no fucking way it's going to be legal here. And I think that's what he said. He's going to leave it up to the states. Which is cool and not cool. Because, in my personal opinion, I think that's the way government should be ran. There's 30 million people in the United States, right? There's no way one centralized federal government can have all of our best interest at heart. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if we broke it up if we got rid of the supremacy clause, which basically the supremacy clause, in short, says that the federal government is stronger than the state government. If we got rid of that and let state governments control their own territories, but then just had a few federal regulations that they had to abide by, obviously murder is still illegal, 25 to life is a minimum, simple shit like that. I feel like people could, as far like a state like New Jersey, they would get a good census of, okay, this is what our people need, this is what they want, we can make laws to abide by that. And then if you don't like that there's trannies getting married in New Jersey, well then guess what? Come to Texas and I promise you we don't have any of that. Well, you don't like how fucking stuck up and racist that people are in Oklahoma? Well, guess what? Come to California. I bet everyone here is way more open-minded and we'll hand you a joint when you get here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Then people could find their values, they could see what they want to live by, and they could sort out where they're going to live and find other people who think the same way as them. You know what I mean? Doesn't that make a lot more sense? And then you're ruling on a so much smaller scale. I just feel like it would be controlled. I don't know. Yeah. I might be talking out of my ass.
No. I do think it's good. I mean, just because of how diverse America already is already, you might as well have it divided into states instead of just one federal government.
Right.
You know, they obviously have to abide by standard rules, but you know what? At the same time, I think it's also bullshit how a area in a country there are specific territories in the same country where weed is legal.
Like we practice different laws.
Like, it's still one country. And I think maybe it's not a bad thing to have one federal government, because it's kind of bullshit how you can be smoking weed in Colorado and not be in trouble. You could be smoking hash in Colorado and it be legal and be declared as medical and beneficial for you. But you go right across the border, you go to fucking Nebraska, and you have a felony.
Yeah.
You're in the same goddamn country.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, like, it's just going to be hard because there's a lot of people that are stuck in their ways that don't want to see weed legal. And whether that be because they're old and they don't understand what weed is. I think Joe Rogan says it the best. Remember that joke that he has where he's like, yeah, I get high around my kids. It's not like they see it. He was like, but people who have a problem with that, they don't understand what getting high is. They think I'm going to be like to my kids, who are you? You know what I mean? But it's not like you get high and you forget who your friends are and you forget like your family and shit. Like, no, people just either, if they're against weed, it's one of two things. They either don't understand what being high is, or because 99% of people like that, they'll drink a fucking eighth of fucking whiskey every night and they'll drink themselves to sleep and they don't see exactly. Or they have some kind of ties to big pharma and they're getting paid. And those are the other people who don't want to see it legal. Because if you could have weed, well, guess what? Now you don't need your Xanax. If you can smoke weed, now you don't need sleeping pills. Yeah. If you can smoke weed, well, now you don't need Tylenol. Weed can fix a lot of shit for a lot of different people.
There's too much money in the pharmacies.
Exactly. It's disgusting. And the people who make these decisions are just getting paid off. The pharmaceutical companies know that, and they're just going to pay them off, keep paying them off.
Yeah.
Keep signing checks and keeping our shit on the market.
Also in the opposing of marijuana's side, and in their defense, dude,
So you have a point for the opposition?
Yeah.
I would love to hear this.
The homeless rate in Colorado has grown by 40% since the legalization of marijuana.
But hold on,
because marijuana is it beneficial for everyone? A lot of people abuse it and they let it turn them into lazy scumbags.
Yeah, it affects everyone differently. I mean, I'm the type of person who can smoke and go. I like to smoke and work out. It gives me a better workout because when I'm running high, it feels like I'm running with one of those, those weight jackets, those weight vests that like you wear whenever you're running, and when I work out high, I feel like I get a better workout. I definitely get a better sweat going. I don't know why, but that's just what I feel like. But do you think that maybe that homeless stat is because there's not actually more of the, so say before pot was legal, 10% of people who lived in Colorado were homeless, right? And let's just say that 10% has stayed the same, but because weed is now legal, there's been some homeless people from Texas and Nebraska and New Mexico and Missouri, and they've kind of come into Colorado because now they can hang out and smoke weed outside. So are there just more homeless people that are traveling there, or is it actually
Washington's pretty bad too.
Yeah, but exactly.
They have a ton of homeless people.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Is it the population that was already resided in those locations that are becoming homeless?
It could be,
or is it homeless that are?
It could just be a melting pot of homeless people.
But okay. So to that point, if it is, hold on. But that's my point. If it is a melting pot of just homeless people coming in, well, if it's legal everywhere, then they won't have a reason to leave. And they'll honestly probably all come to Texas because it's nice and warm down here. They'll all come to Austin, Texas, where they can smoke doobies and be warm. And, oh, my God, if you're homeless and you're listening to this, come to Austin, Texas, because we love you down here. No, I don't want you to come, but, I mean, people will give you money down here.
We have a good amount down here.
We have plenty.
We got a lot.
And they fucking get along just fine because I see the same ones every day.
We have a huge shelter on 7th.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't even need it,
That's
bro.
why there's so many on 6th at night, because there's a fat-ass shelter on 7th.
Well, dude, what about the bridge right outside? You can look out that window that I'm pointing at right now. And that little fucking, where all the little trolls are under that bridge. Yeah. Bro, that's a community.
Pay the toll.
Bro, it's the same people. It's the same people there all the time. That's a little fucking family, little homeless family that they have going on down there. Yeah. Imagine the conversations and the inner workings of that group of friends. Even friends. Can you trust anybody?
I don't even know what they talk about. I see so many fucked up people just every day where I work. Like,
dude, just getting their fix. That's
the same shit every day. I see them at the same time every day. Just tweaking.
How do they make enough money to... Dude, drugs are expensive.
Yeah.
Drugs are expensive enough when you're fucking, like, have a job and you're, like, you bathe and, you know...
Dude, being a 6th street bum is just such a trip to me because they just...
How about that wheelchair guy?
Yeah.
And if anyone's ever been to 6th Street, you know exactly who I'm fucking talking about. He rides around on his little electronic wheelchair and he bumps music and the cops are always fucking with him, telling him to turn his fucking radio off. And he gives no shit. So I saw him last night riding around and he had a $1 bill just like pinned to his shirt. And by the time it was 2 a.m. and all the bars were closing, he had ones pinned all over him, bro. Yeah. People were walking up to him and pinning ones on him. And do
you know his story?
Nah. I bet it's crazy. It's
really sad, actually. He was hit by a drunk driver.
Damn.
He was normal, and he got hit by a drunk driver, and he didn't press charges on the guy. He didn't press charges. He was mentally handicapped and physically handicapped as well, and in a wheelchair, electric wheelchair. And, he got hit by a drunk driver, didn't press charges. Drunk driver went on to live his life, killed another person drunk driving.
Oh my god. So is he homeless or does he? Because he's got to have some kind of insurance compensation. That's
got some. I don't know. I think he's okay.
He doesn't look like he showers a whole lot, and he's always on 6th Street. So unless he lives in that neighborhood, which is a very expensive neighborhood to live in, he's not.
They all have you'd be surprised. A lot of the homeless people down here have apartments.
No, I know that.
Small-ass apartments.
No, like beggars, but okay, think about him. I'm talking about his case particularly. He's in that little wheelchair. He's not driving a car. He's there we could go there tonight. It's Sunday goddamn night. He's out there. I know for a fact he is.
Yeah.
So he's got to live in the neighborhood, and that's an expensive-ass neighborhood. That's downtown Austin. That's if you're not, on 6th Street, it's all businesses and banks and fucking... That's some expensive real estate, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I bet he does have a nice house. And he just... I mean, what can you do other than beg after you become mentally, because he's obviously mentally,
Yeah, he has, I don't remember exactly what he has. I don't remember, but
I mean, it's apparent when you look at him. But he obviously, like, he's with it enough to fuck with people. Because I watch him fuck with people. Like, he'll run away from the cops and shit. Like, or not run away, but wheel, like, as fast as a little electronic wheelchair can move.
Yeah.
But he'll juke and swerve them. And, like, they're trying to turn down his music. And he's a little party man. It's crazy. I didn't know that story. Who told you that?
James, my other door guy.
Yeah, that
He
kid.
tried to come in one night, and I had to tell him no.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was shitty.
Do you have an ID?
Yeah. He had an ID, but apparently
Was it like a driver's license or just like an
No, it was
identification?
legit. It was a driver's license, and I think, but his electric wheelchair was like a fire hazard or something.
Y'all just bullshitted the fuck
It was
out
pretty
of him.
packed in there. Yeah.
Y'all just said that shit.
I looked at my boss, and he was like, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, he's
Sorry,
heard it.
man.
He's
Yeah,
heard
he's
it.
used to it.
That's sad. I didn't know that. Yeah, it was a car wreck, man. That makes me feel bad because there's a lot of people out there who probably like deserve it a whole lot more than he does. Like the guy who just walks around with the blunt sign. Like, why lie? I'm trying to get some weed. He definitely wasn't in a car accident.
Dude,
He's
those
just
guys,
homeless.
You know the need money for weed smut sign?
Mm-hmm.
That guy sells weed. The dealer.
I believe it.
Get it? Like, do you understand it? Need money for weed?
Oh, yeah, I get it. Damn,
Like, I need money for weed.
that makes so much sense. How does he not get busted?
I don't know.
Dude, there's so many, like, 6th Street is such a weird world, man.
It is, bro. It's a trip.
It's such a weird, if you've never been, I highly suggest you go. Because it is, be on your toes, though. It's so, like, I can't even explain it. Because I've, like, been to
everything at once.
I've been to a bunch of different kind of parties, and, like, nothing explains the type of party that you run into there. Because it's a mix of everybody
It's
in,
a
like,
melting pot.
it is a
Just
melting pot.
madness.
Mm-hmm. And there's just, you don't know if you're going to run into a sloppy chick, a drunk fucking frat guy who wants to fight you, like a sketchy guy trying to sell you drugs. You're going to run into all of it. But it's just what it hits you with and in what order, it's always different. And it's never the same.
You are just faced with a series of confrontations to where you have to make a decision that'll determine the rest of your night.
Dude, should we tell the story of NSA guy, or should we save that for the video?
Let's save it.
Yeah.
How was your night last night, though? You came to my bar last night. How was it in there?
Dude, it was a fun crowd. It was a fun ass crowd. Can't even lie. Brandon kept picking up fucking fish bowls. And I was like, man,
Yeah.
you got to stop doing that because you don't know who's dropping what in these drinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like, okay, so this happened. Okay, so we get into the bar, and the front bar was packed. Like, bro, like, you couldn't move. And I was like, fuck this. So I literally, I kind of, like, I just started barging through people. And, like, I had Lacey behind me and Elena behind me and Brooke behind. Like, we had a little squad, and we were just barging through people, and we made our way to the back bar, right? And we got a little breathing room, and we were like, all right, this is better. So we all ordered drinks, and Brandon comes up with this huge fishbowl of the blue shit, and he just hands it to me. It's got, like, 4 straws hanging out of it. So I just, like, I'm like, okay, this is Brandon, my friend. He's, like, offering a drink. I'm like, fuck yeah. So I take a sip out of it, and I was like, damn, like, I started thinking, because he came from the front bar, which was packed, and, like, we worked our way all the way to the back and, like, had barely gotten our drinks, and then he came stumbling up with a full fishbowl. I was like, wait, what bartender did you go to? I was like, how did you already get your drinks before us? And he was like, oh, I just picked this up. Brandon, I was like, you should be careful, man, because, like, guys just drop shit and drinks, like, trying to roofie girls. And then, like, I was like, I don't want any more of that. I was like, that's all you. And then
I drank a mystery drink last night.
no, okay. And then this is even better. So then later in the night, fucking Elena comes up to me with one and hands it to me, and I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. Like Elena's handing me one, and I'm like,
hers was dirty too.
and she was like, what? After I sip it, she goes, what's in it? And I was like, you don't know? And she was like, no, I just picked it up. And I was like, Elena, I was like, why are these people handing me fucking like I was like, I'm not trying to get roofied tonight. And fucking Hunter comes up and he's like, oh, what do you think it is, Jake? And I was like, rum and roof, man. That's what it tastes like to me. And he's like, all right, let me see, let me estimate. And then fucking he comes up and starts drinking it. Yeah, I love Hunter. He's a hurricane.
Yeah.
And then and then Brandon comes up. He's like, oh, I'll try it. And then fucking he's sipping away at it. And this Mexican chick comes up and she's like, hey, did you just pick that up from like this ledge right here? Like, that's my drink. And then we just all pinned, like, Elena came up, or stole it, obviously, brought it to me. I drank it. Then Hunter drank it. Then Brandon got caught with it. And like, as soon as she came up and busted him, we all just peeled out on him and just went off in different directions and got lost in the crowd. It was snake attack. And then Colin almost started a fight.
Colin, dude.
And then he got kicked out. He got kicked out of your bar.
He did?
Yeah, for throwing up in the bathroom.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, neither did I. He just came up to me. I was outside. He comes up to me and he looks at me and he's like, I gotta wait a little while and then I'm gonna go back in. I was like, why? What? He's like, I kind of gotta sneak. He's like, I got kicked out.
At the lodge? I don't think he got kicked out of the lodge.
Yeah, he did.
Really?
And I was like, of Sky's bar? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, what were you doing? Because this was after he almost got into a fight. Like, me and Brandon had to get him out of a fight. Like, with this guy that was pretty fucking big. Like, it would have been, like, literally, it was, dude, when I saw this shit, like, perspiring like that, like, a fight might start. Because, like, they walk by each other. Neither of them wanted to give up space. They go shoulder to shoulder. And then Colin, like the guy, like, spilled. Obviously, I think Colin like bumped into him like harder and like gave him a shoulder, and the guy like spills a little drink on himself, and then turns around and looks at Colin like just to be like, really? And Colin just was eyeballing, just mean mug, not saying shit, but just mad dogging this guy. And I was like, Colin, no, be like, this guy was so big to the point where I was like, I don't need, like, if he starts a fight and I have to jump in, like, I don't even want to deal with this guy. Like, he's, like, big for even, like, 2-on-1. And I was like,
I can't get in a fight at my bar.
I know. And I was like, I walk up to this guy. I was like,
please. You can't embarrass me like that.
Dude, that's what I mean. I was like, I walk up to this guy.
I would pretend like I didn't even know y'all.
You would have had to. But anyway, I walk up to this guy. I was like, bro, just please, like, not now. I was like, just let it go. We're all drunk. And he's like, yeah, I feel. Or, like, he didn't say that. I think he was just like, fuck your friend, and then, like, walked off or some shit like that. And I was like, oh, thank God. He just walked away. I was like, Colin, like, what was that? And he's like, my bad.
Dude, Cleet ended the Riff Raff concert, bro.
With a fight. I remember that shit. Legendary.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm pretty sure there's a YouTube video of Riff Raff, like, day in the life Riff Raff. And that's, like, part of the video.
No shit.
Like, it's a concert, and, like, you can't see the fight, but you hear, like, people screaming, and, like, you hear, like, shit kind of popping off, and then you see Riff Raff, like, just, like, drop the mic and walk off stage.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I need to find the video. It's, like, one of the day in the life Riff Raff. It's funny, though. Funny as fuck.
This is it, man. This is all my weed.
That's alright. I got some in the Arizona. But yeah, 6th Street is crazy, dude. Brooke lost her keys and shit. I can't believe she was like even had her stuff on her. Shouldn't have brought her keys or any of that.
Dude.
Like, you can't bring anything you're not ready to lose.
I wish you saw the choke slam, bro.
I know. Explain that. Tell me that story. Because you told me last night when we were both inebriated.
The most WWE thing I've ever done in the real world.
Alright, so explain it in detail.
Okay, so drunk kid, obviously probably underage.
Right. You're not sneaking into a bar if you're 21.
Yeah. He's too drunk. He just got kicked out. My buddy Renee, he's a fellow bouncer. He's like, yo, bro, you gotta get the fuck out. You're too drunk. Like, I'm trying to be nice to you. Like, stop trying to, like, come in. The kid keeps, chesting up to him, trying to get past him and shit, trying to juke him out. He's like, "Listen, man, I'm trying to be nice to you. I've been nice to you the whole time. I'm gonna give you like 30 seconds to get out of here, or I'm gonna start getting mad. So please leave." And then I'm like, "Yeah, dude. There's literally 40 different bars you can go to. This is 6th Street. You have tons of options. Just you can't come to this."
I never understand that with people. Like, just look around. There's so many other, like, okay, you obviously burn out this fuse. Like, go try another
It's
one.
like the
man.
most bars in the smallest area.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So
Keep
big.
going.
And the kid's just extremely persistent. 30 seconds pass. Renee pushes him out into the street, and he's like, he stays on his feet, which is fine. And like, he's still like kind of in my peripheral vision, but like he's kind of disappearing. I have IDs and shit to check. I got other shit going on. And like a couple minutes pass. Renee is looking inside, and this kid tries to climb through the fucking window of the club.
Yeah.
And he's holding onto the window like this. Like, he's got his two arms extended, and he's got them both on the inside.
And then did he have his feet on the seal? So he's like a yard up off the ground already, right?
He's like, a yard up off the ground. He's got his feet up on the ledge. He's got his hands, and he's pulling himself in.
Yeah.
He's pulling himself in. And
like, he would have even, if he would have even gotten into the club, it's not like he would have been able to, like, that crowd was so thick last night, you aren't getting through that crowd fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then where are you going to run to? The back of the bar? It's not like you have a labyrinth.
Yeah, no way. This kid was just hammered, though.
Uh-huh.
I've been there. We've all been there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a no-no. So
yeah.
I have to do something.
Uh-huh.
Like, I have to stop that from happening.
Uh-huh.
So that's a green light. So I run up to him. Renee grabs him by the neck.
Yeah.
And like fucking rips his shit down.
Oh.
And the kid's shit like snaps back, but like he still holds on to the inside of the frame. And then I grab him by the waist and literally throw my entire body backwards. Like I pushed off the ledge and like fucking flew myself backwards with him. And just
damn.
threw him on the ground. Just suplexed him on his neck.
Oof.
And he laid there on his neck and like looked around like cross-eyed.
And let me add that this is all like concrete sidewalk with a little bit of curb and street. Like, this is not a fucking graceful landing.
Yeah. So he got suplexed on his neck.
Ugh.
And this kid is like fucking like 5'10", 5'11". Like he's like 5'10", maybe even 5'9". He wasn't tall. Made all of like 160 pounds.
Right.
And threw him on his neck. Renee grabs him by his shirt and throws him further into the street. And he was just laying there, like he like rolled off the curb and was just like laying there. And then he just went back to doing our shit. And
Wait, did the cops come?
No.
No?
They didn't see it. It was so lit out there. No one even cared. They were just like, that kid deserved every bit of that.
Damn. So we're like, people like, there's a line and shit that just saw the whole thing?
Yeah. I ditched the line.
That's what's up.
I dipped on it.
That's what's
and
up.
they stayed there and watched it.
I would have. Fuck
Same
yeah.
people were still there. I was like, thanks for waiting, guys.
You know, when you give you a high five?
Yeah, they were like, good job, bro. That kid fucking deserves that.
That's awesome.
I was like, yeah, dude, try to be nice to him.
Dude, the one time I've seen a bouncer, like, bounce up on fucking 6th Street, it was this huge, like, okay, so this guy was trying to fight a bouncer. It was like this, but this bouncer was huge. Like, he was like 6'5", like 250, like, he wasn't ripped, but like, he had a little chub on him, but he was a big man. You know what I mean? Like, just don't fight that guy. And so this guy, who was not small, but he was trying to start a fight. And, like, literally, this guy grabs him fucking almost like a offensive lineman would block someone, you know, just, like, up in the pits and just lifted him in and just guided him up into the air and into the street. And this guy slams, goes back on his head, like, hits his head on the ground. Immediately springs back up to his feet and starts running at him. Cops come and break it up, and then the cops pepper sprayed this guy, and then it ended up like they pepper sprayed both of them, but then they realized like one of them was a bouncer, so he got off scot-free, obviously.
Yeah.
But craziness. That's the one fight I've seen at 6th Street, and then I was there when there was a shooting. Do you remember that shit?
Yeah, on South by South.
Yeah. Me and Rod were there.
I was there too. I was right.
Oh,
on
we were
the,
together.
Yeah, we were all together. It was never.
We weren't with Rod. Rod was like.
No, we were with all the Flower Bomb peeps, dude.
No.
Yeah, we were.
That wasn't that night.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, dude. And
with like Nick Dombrowski and like
Austin
Clayton
McKee
and all of them.
And,
Carly's
Carly
birthday.
Jones. Yeah, all of our old niggas.
That was the night of the shooting?
I think so, yeah. And we were right on the corner by the library and fucking aquarium.
What's that restaurant right there with the glass? That's where I was when it went down. I was right next to where the fucking shots went off.
Yeah, so were we. And
no, what's that?
Was freaked out.
Yeah, what's that restaurant, bro? You know what I'm talking about? It has the red, right? And it's like on it's on the corner. And it's all glass. Yeah, it's Repose. It's got the red letters, right? The red font. The Italian place.
Yeah. That's
right where the shooting happened. I was right on that intersection. Like walking like, bro, that's a crazy video. Have you seen the
it's on
footage?
Rockstar.
Mm-hmm.
We were right next to it.
Insane,
Why
man.
would you shoot your gun on 6th Street? It's such a saturated place, like with people. You're gonna hit someone. There's too many people not to hit someone.
Well, the thing is he hit the guy who he was trying to hit, but they were so close to each other. Like, the fact that he didn't kill that man is like, he must have been trying to shoot him he must have been aiming at the guy's waist or something. Because he hit him, for sure. They were like 10 yards apart from each other. Like, it'd be hard not to hit someone. It'd be hard not to kill someone at that range. And he had a 9. It's gonna do some damage, bro. That's gonna put a hole in someone.
Dude, it's no joke out there. Some fucking thugs that come through.
Bro, that was surreal. Like when I heard that gunshot, like the fact that I was in a city, I can my brain, even though I've heard a million gunshots, you know what I mean? But every time I've heard a gunshot, I've been expecting the gunshot, you know what I mean? And the fact that I was in the middle of a city. And I heard a gunshot, my brain, it took me 3 seconds for my brain to realize, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Because for a solid second I heard it, and I was like, oh, a gunshot. And my brain was like, that wasn't real. Why would that be a thing right now? And then I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm not safe right where I'm at.
Dip out.
Oh, we dipped in. We ran into the nearest bar. Bro, people flooded into bars. There was no if you're gonna there's no way the bouncer was
fuck no.
No.
I'm running in too.
Everybody ran in. Everybody.
Yeah.
And I went straight to the back exit. I went through the bar.
That's tight.
Yeah, because I went into Blind Pig. And they got that little back exit that spits you out on 7th Street. That back door saved my life, actually. The third time I ever heard
all the bars
Dershie.
have the back door.
I've only blacked out or thrown up not blacked out. I blacked out twice drinking alcohol ever in my life. I've only thrown up 3 times. And the third most recent time, that back door saved my life because Martinez had to carry me. That's such a... Bro, okay, so most recent time I was hurting Dershie. Me and Martinez were going out to 6th Street, and I didn't have a lot of money, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to buy... The whole plan was to pregame hard as fuck at his house, go there and only have to buy a beer, and then nurse that beer for the last 2 hours, and then come back and be feeling good. Just be feeling good there. So we were drinking that fucking Jim Beam apple like it was water. And it was when he first moved into Ballpark. I was still living at the Grove because I had to crash on his couch at Ballpark that night. And we met his roommate Kurt, who we believe was gay, and we believe had a crush on us because this guy liked us way too much. Bro, he took us to 6th Street and picked us up. And, the whole way was, flirting with us. It was weird. But anyway, and he still, would text me after and be like, oh, yeah, you got to hang out. You got to come back. And I'd be like, you don't understand. I'm friends with your roommate. We're not, But anyway, that's another story. So I get pissed drunk, and I think I'm fine. But no, I get to this bar, I get to Blind Pig, and I'm upstairs, and it hits me. And I'm dancing with this chick, and I'm like, oh, my fucking balance doesn't work anymore. And I kind of stumble into like one of those like tables, and I just like instantly she's just like, oh, this guy can't handle this shit, and just leaves. And fucking I'm like, oh fuck. And I'm looking around for Martinez. He's gone. Like the whole upstairs of that area, it's just packed. And I was like, damn, I can't find him. So I'm leaning against this rail. I finally like get enough equilibrium to fucking walk down the staircase, and because I think he might be downstairs, so I walk down the staircase and I like make it to that back bar that's right by the doors, and then I lose my equilibrium again, and so I get into a bar stool right there on that bar, and I guess I fucking just put my arms on the fucking bar and resting my head in the little cranny like you do when you're sleeping in school, and I just next thing I remember was a bartender tapping me on the shoulder. Hey man, it's 2 a.m. You got to get out of here. I was like, so I wake up to that.
You stayed. They let you stay that whole time though.
It was close to the end.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like it had to have been.
Yeah.
It might have not
been.
They
kick you out if you're sleeping.
I might have just blacked out and been sitting up. You know what I mean? But I hardly remember coming down the stairs. I hardly remember anything after like falling, like dancing and then like losing my balance. And then I remember sitting there and being like, fuck, like I can't leave yet. I gotta find my friend. And then thank God Martinez just comes and like swoops me. It was like, let's go, bro. Like let's walk to the car. And I was like, bro, I start to try to walk, eat ass. Start to try to walk, eat shit again. And he's like, all right, fuck. He fucking picks me up. He sets me on like an air conditioning thing on like 7th Street because we go out the back door. And he's like, and I just start puking off this air conditioning thing. And he was like, bro, you gotta, like, my roommate's like there. We gotta walk, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bro, I'm not that's not a possibility for me. Like, it can't happen. And so Martinez literally threw me over his shoulder like a dead fucking deer and carried me to the car. But the thing is, the reason I say that back door saved me is because if I would have had to go out onto 6th Street in the condition that I was, I would have got an MIC.
Oh, yeah.
If a cop would have seen me, like, bro, I could not walk.
Yeah.
Like, I had to have something that wasn't moving to hold on to. Or, like, dude, just the fact that, like, the world was, like, just the spinning of the earth was knocking me off balance.
Yeah.
Like, I could literally feel, like, the earth spinning. That's how pissed drunk I was. I was like, damn. I was like, this earth is spinning way too fast for me to stand up straight.
Yeah. That happened to me last time I went to Colorado. I went to the snake farm with Stoney and got way too hammered.
Y'all still have that house?
Yeah, the Colorado house. That's not where we went, but yeah, we have that. We went to a bar called the Snake Farm and just got, man, I got hammered.
Wait, there's a snake farm?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
How do I not know about this?
I don't know. It's pretty, I don't know, but yeah, I got hammered there and fucking, we were jamming. It was karaoke night. We were going crazy on the Snake Farm. I pregame real hard at Stones with some KD.
Yeah.
And we were just fucked up already. And we just go there. My dad, I just flown in from Dallas on 2 hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fuck it. And yeah, so I ordered some whiskey and cokes off the well rack at the Snake Farm in Greeley, Colorado.
Loving it. Loving the name drops.
Yeah. So I'm fucked up.
Right.
Stones singing fucking Steely Dan on karaoke. I'm going nuts with the pool stick, air guitar. Yeah, everything's fine and dandy. I'm putting on fucking Cougars and shit. It was a party. And then around, like your time, around 2 a.m., around closing time.
Yep. Something to get you.
I am stumbling out the Snake Farm, bro. I'm stumbling out this bitch. And I fucking flop on the front of this guy's car. Because I just lost my legs, bro. And the world was spinning too fast.
Bro, it happens.
I'm hugging the hood of this car, just hugging it.
Yep.
Just dead body. And Stone's like, come on, Scott. He's like trying to drag me. I'm like, no, dude. Fuck it. And he's like, come on, bro. We gotta go. And I just puke on the hood of this guy's car. Just
That's great.
Just puke on the hood of this guy's car, who I'd been partying with that night.
Oh, you knew the guy?
Yeah. And he had a ponytail. He was like 45, 50 years old. He had a ponytail. He was just in like Native American, just red skin. And yeah, we were partying. He was like, "What the fuck, bro? You puking on my car? What the fuck, bro?" Like that's all I remember. And I was like, "Sorry, bro. Like I fucked up. I haven't been in this joke in a really long time." And Stone helped me out, put me on his shoulder, and just slopped me in the back of this bitch's car that looked like Geddy Lee. And
the things you remember when you're drunk.
Yeah, I was like, "Geddy?" She came to pick me up, and it was great. I went home and woke up at like 6 in the morning. Stone woke me up. I was just dead. Don't even remember what happened that night. He's like, "All right, bro, you're gonna hit the mountain?"
Dude.
I had to go skiing. I had to snowboard for my first try ever. Got 2 runs in. I was too hungover to even finish.
Bro, I've tried to ski once hungover.
Couldn't do it. I was pouring sweat.
I can water ski hungover. Snow skiing, different story.
The only time I snowboarded was I did 3 runs total ever, and they were on my ass almost the whole time. I was too hungover. I felt nauseous as fuck, and I was pouring sweat. But I was also just wet and cold. Like, it was awful.
I had in my hangover, it wasn't like a sugary hangover. Like, I would have been drinking beer. It was one of those really spacey ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you get that really spacey feeling, and you just want to, like, you just feel like a lazy asshole cloud.
Yeah.
You know that hangover? The asshole cloud hangover?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, being drunk is fun, and we were definitely that last night. I had a blast last night, though. Brooke running around, dude. She must have told me that she was 21 at least 4,000 times.
She was very obnoxious last night.
Not obnoxious.
Dude, I had to carry her out the bathroom.
Ooh.
And my employees were looking at me. Because they're all like, "Ska, ska, ska." They're like, "You know her?" I was like, "Yeah, I let her in so she could use the bathroom. Shouldn't have let her in."
That's funny.
But those are my homies. Those are my homegirls. I was going to let them come in.
Dude, you can't dog on them just because they embarrass you in front of your coworkers.
Yeah, those are my homegirls. I'm never supposed to open the door at close. But they were like begging me, and I was like, "All right, come on in, hurry up."
Yeah.
But Brooke ate shit coming out of the bathroom, and then at that point, I was like, "All right," and I threw her over my shoulder and just carried her out.
She, I mean, dude, what can you expect from her? It's her 21st birthday.
Yeah, she told me.
If I'm not like that on my 21st, I didn't go hard enough. I want to go to Vegas for my 21st. We have the same, like...
Let's just go to Vegas in general.
Yeah, but, like, let's do it for, like... Because you're November... don't tell me.
The weekend after this, let's go. After New Mexico. Let's just go to Vegas.
Dude, we're not 21 yet. We gotta wait for... First time I go to Vegas, I'm gonna be 21.
You haven't been yet?
No, but hold on. Don't tell me your birthday. Your birthday's, not November 11th. That's Shelby's. Yours is November 5th.
Stacy's. Yeah. November 5th.
Yeah, Really? Stacy's the 11th?
Veterans Day? Yeah.
Yeah. That's Shelby's. And then Kaysen is October 6th.
Yeah.
And my mom is October 5th.
That's chill.
George Pettigrew is December either 9th or 1st. It's weird, the birthdays you remember. I only know yours and Kaysen's and George's. Connor's is June or July. June 13th. He's the 13th. He was born on Friday the 13th. I think he's June 13th.
Yeah.
What's mine, bitch?
October 23rd.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I just realized I remembered we were recording. Let's stop talking about what birthday. Okay, Fuck, dude.
Weed.
Well, I'm pretty excited to go skiing, dude. I've been itching since I left Rado, to be honest with you. And it's an itch I really need to scratch. I think I've determined that I want to live near a mountain when I'm older. Whether that be in Colorado is just so cliche now. I don't even know if I want to go to Colorado just because so many people are. I feel like, you know how like in the 70s Austin was like the chill like place to be, but now like people realized it was a chill place to be, and now there's like a shit ton of people moving to Austin. I feel like that's gonna be Colorado now, and like in about 10 years, Colorado's not gonna be chill no more.
I think overpopulation is just a problem in general.
Yeah, dude, people need to stop having kids.
We need to get rid of those Mexican things. They fuck like crazy. Freaking squirting out left and right. I think I need a lip. A lipper. I wish there was delivery lip.
A delivery lip. Like a guy who just brings you a lip or a whole can.
Just a pinch.
Yeah.
I got you, bro. Just running down the street holding a pinch in the air.
Knocks on your door. Knock, 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 knock. Got your pinch, bro.
Dude, they would have like a backpack full of logs of all kinds.
Well, they kind of do have that in San Marcos. They had that college delivery where you could just like tell them what you need from the gas station. It's expensive as fuck. I never used it.
I just think it should be like emergency lamp.
I have a pack of cigs if you want to just. Yeah, dude, I don't know why. I hadn't smoked a cig in, well, my mom told me to quit, and I just quit. And it'd been like 3 or 4 months, and for some reason last night I just wanted one. And I didn't really feel like asking. I hate asking people for shit. So I just went and bought myself a pack. And now I smoked like 1 or 2 of them. And I bummed out like 5, so now I have the majority of a pack of cigarettes that I just won't touch now.
Yeah, I just don't really like cigs.
Dude, I only like them when I'm on psychedelics, I found.
Yeah.
I love them when I'm on psychedelics, bro. For some reason.
They're just gross to me, bro. I just don't think they're a good thing.
They're not. I mean, do you think dip is a good thing?
I don't know, like just the taste and the way that they smell.
Dude, I have a question for you. So do you think once weed like becomes fully legal? So this is something I'm like genuinely concerned about. As like, okay, you know me, man. I don't drink much. I don't do drugs. Like, I drink maybe the only 2 drugs I guess that you could consider me doing are I smoke weed and I drink alcohol, right?
Mm-hmm.
And occasionally Adderall maybe for studying, but like really just weed and alcohol. And alcohol is maybe 3-4 times a month. Like I never get drunk, like never. And it's just not something I like to do. I don't like to drink. I don't like to be not on top of my shit. But I smoke five days a week. Goddamn, I smoke almost every day. So this is a genuine concern I have for our future. Do you think when weed becomes illegal, that and big corporations start manufacturing it, like corporations like Camel and Marlboro, that they're going to start putting the addictive chemicals that they put into the cigarettes to get you to buy another pack, they're going to start putting it into joints? Like, why wouldn't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
But dude, if they supply like Dude, imagine a carton of cigs, but they're all just perfectly rolled joints.
I know, but that's what I'm.
But they supply that for the same price as cigarettes, bro. Like people would come back no matter what.
I know, and but they would still put the addictive shit, bro, because they're evil. They don't give a fuck, and they've made that apparent.
They would tweak it somehow, yeah.
And isn't that scary, bro? Because, like, right now, it might be illegal, but at least we know we're smoking weed. No, not fuck it.
We just don't get addicted.
No, but, like, I want to be smoking weed. I don't want to be smoking weed plus all the bullshit you put in it. I don't want any of that bullshit. I want this right here, what I have in my hand right now in 2017. Because I know this doesn't have any of that bullshit in it. It's just weed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I didn't acquire it legally. I hate to say it.
I'm cool
I live
with
in
it
Texas.
I'm cool with. I mean,
you're cool with bullshit being in it?
No. I'm not cool with bullshit being with it.
That's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying I'm cool with it being kind of illegal right now because there's so many creative ways to smoke pot nowadays. If it's just supplied to us like in cigarette cartons, then people are gonna lose their creativity. Bongs are gonna kind of go out of fashion and shit.
Maybe,
glass, vaporizers.
I don't think our generation, I don't think would lose it. There's a lot of fucking...
But, like, if the big industries started making smokeware, pipes and shit, like, the big dogs, like Marlboro and fucking...
Camel and all that, yeah. Well, they're gonna make... They already sell them. Dude, they already sell cartons of weed cigarettes. Like, Marlboro makes that. They sell them in Amsterdam. I've seen it. I've seen a carton of them. They're dope. They have different kinds of filters. It's not the same type of filter you would have on a cigarette. It's a lot, like, it's a harder filter, but I guess it lets THC through. It doesn't look any different, but it feels different in your mouth when you're smoking it. But I've seen them. Marlboro makes it. They sell them in Amsterdam. They sell them in Europe. And when it becomes federally legal here, that's the thing. A big-ass corporation like that is not about to take on our federal government. They don't care if it's legal by the state. They'll let the little man make his little pot shop, his little head shop, and sell weed. They're not going to test that waters when it's federally illegal. You know what I mean? But as soon as they pass that federal bill on the countrywide level, it's going to be instantaneous. You're going to be able to buy that at every Shell station. At every Buc-ee's across Texas, you'll be able to buy a pack of joints. But are you not worried that there's... Back to my question, which you've kind of said you aren't worried. They're going to be putting a bunch of bullshit. Isn't that scary to you, man?
If it's mostly weed, I don't care.
If it tastes like... Okay, but yeah,
if it tastes like chemicals or cigarettes, if I can taste it...
Well, at least, yeah, you're giving...
If I can taste it, then fuck no. I'm going to stick to doing it my own.
What if you're like... What if you start to like...
Natural,
what if you start to crave it? Instead of wanting to get high... Like, you know how like...
Then I'll dip on it. Dude.
No, it's not... You're missing me, man. It's like, you know how, like, some days you wake up, like, tomorrow, I'm going to wake up and have a lot of, like, schoolwork. Since we're going to miss 2 Mondays from now, like, this Monday, I'm going to have to work my ass off in class. I'm not going to get high tomorrow. You know what I mean? Yeah. Until after class.
Yeah.
But what if you had, like, an addiction? Like, we know, we have a few friends that are addicted to cigarettes.
I'm just not addicted to getting high, though.
I know, but you're going to get addicted to the chemicals that they put in your joints. And then you're going to wake up every morning as an adult and you're going to be like, you're going to have that itch. You're going to have that itch to smoke your Marlboro joint. Because Marlboro has put their chemicals.
Though. I'm not trying. It still gets you high. Being high is something that I don't want to be whenever I'm in school or at work. I don't like to do it in these situations. So
I know, but they're going to get you addicted to it, is what I'm saying. Or aren't you scared about that?
I'm not scared about getting addicted to anything. I've always been good about walking the road.
I know, but
I'm not addicted to shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm just scared that they're gonna
use everything in proper.
But you don't like the fact, like, don't you think that? So you agree with me that they will probably put additives into our
Yeah,
weed.
I'm sure that.
And it's not fucked up to you though?
Yeah, it's fucked up, dude. But
you're not gonna like stop it or like try
what am I gonna do?
grow your own weed.
Where?
Well, fuck, once it's legal on your goddamn porch, why not?
Yeah, but I don't want to roll my own J's.
We do it now.
Yeah, but like, it's available to just buy a carton. It's like saying grow your own tobacco, grow your own lip.
I grow my own tomatoes and peppers. My dad does that, and guess what? Those tomatoes taste fucking great.
Yeah.
Way better than Kroger's tomatoes. Those tomatoes are, I can eat that tomato like a goddamn apple because they're succulent and sweet.
Yeah, but, dude.
Because they're
just
fresh.
The leisure. Dude, you're in a gas station, you're on the road, and you see a carton of.
Oh, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna, like, in a pinch,
for
you know what I mean?
$5, I'm gonna be like, yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Here you go.
No, I
Swipe
feel
that.
it. I'm not saying that I'm gonna fucking be like a vegan about it and like swear by like, sorry, I only smoke organic joints. But like, it's just fucked. Like I already see it happening. It's like a problem that's not. It's not a problem yet, but it's gonna be a problem. To me, it might not be a problem to some people. Some people give two fucks. That was sketchy.
It was good. Really good.
Yeah, a little too close for my
I
comfort.
like that. No, dude, it's always gonna be tight.
No, that wasn't my. I definitely think it's always gonna be tight.
There's still gonna be the bomb crowd.
I can't wait till there's just the
crowd.
stigma fades away. There's not gonna be a stigma about it when we're adults. Go blow your nose, bro.
I can't. It doesn't help. Nothing helps. I'm dying.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, since Skylar is quote-unquote dying and can no longer breathe, we are going to bring this episode to a close. But we surely do appreciate each and every one of y'all joining us and hanging out with us. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you again soon with future content. Thanks for listening.
Some things still trouble me. The people I met and the places I've been all will make me the man I so proudly am. But I wanna know one thing: when did I become a ghost? Most are confused about the world I live in. The thing that I'm lonely, well, I probably